Every once in a while, life presents a fork in the road. For aspiring global leaders, choosing between an American and a European MBA isn't just a question of location, it's a decision that defines the next decade of your life, personally, professionally, globally. This is not about East versus West, it's about trajectory, culture, timing, the kind of leader you'll be becoming, and what environment helps you get there faster. In a post pandemic, borderless business world, this decision is no longer academic, it's deeply strategic because your MBA isn't just a credential anymore, it's your launchpad. And no, doing an MBA because everyone else on LinkedIn is doing one isn't a strategy, it's a peer pressure with better fonts. America has long been the traditional stronghold of management education, but today Europe is rising, not as a challenger, but as a co leader. Over 40% of the top MBA programs globally are now based in Europe, from Paris to London to Barcelona. The continent offers an alternative built on diversity, speed, and global reach. The world has shifted, so have students, so have employers. The MBA is no longer a US centric game, it's a global passport. And that passport comes with different stamps depending on where you stamp it. Choosing between a European and an American MBA is not a matter of better or worse, it's a matter of better fit. Some students need time to explore, others need a fast track transformation. American programs offer structure, exploration, and deep networking. European MBAs offer speed, international agility, and an accelerated ROI. The more self aware you are, the clearer the decision becomes. Strategy isn't just what schools you choose, it's who you become right after you graduate. And hey, if you're still choosing based on which city has better pizza, you're not wrong, you're just not ready. Some people choose their MBA location because they like snow. Just a reminder, student debt lasts longer than the winter. In the US, most MBAs span 20 to 24 months. These are ideal for those looking to pivot careers, build networks, and explore internships. In Europe, schools like INSEAD and HEC compress the same academic intensity into 10 to 16 months, designed for professionals who are ready to move quickly. A longer format gives you space to reflect. A shorter one demands clarity of purpose. The difference lies in your readiness and rhythm. Time is the only resource you never get back. Spend it where it adds the most value to your journey, guys. And in a 1 year MBA, the learning curve is vertical. Blink too long, and you might miss your own graduation. One gives you very little time to find yourself, the other one assumes you already have. An American MBA is a serious investment, often exceeding 200K when you factor in tuition, living, and even the opportunity cost. European MBAs cost significantly less and allow you to return to the workforce in nearly half the time. But ROI is not just about the paycheck, it's about timing, acceleration, and positioning yourself globally. The real question is, how quickly do you want to re enter the market, and how globally portable do you want to be? You will spend less in Europe, but you'll also learn how to live in a studio apartment that's technically a converted wine cellar. Efficiency, remember? US schools often attract early career professionals in their mid late 20s, typically from structured corporate backgrounds. European schools draw candidates in their 30s, more seasoned, often with international exposure, a bit of global exposure while they're working, entrepreneurial experiences a bit, and leadership in a non-traditional sectors. Each ecosystem's built differently. One helps you lay a foundation, the other helps you reinvent. Your story, experience, and ambition should guide you where you belong. And if you're in your mid 30s wondering if you're too late, just remember INSEAD average age itself is 30 plus. And you're not old, you're just very seasoned, like a fine strategy consultant. If you walk into a European classroom, chances are you'll learn 5 languages before lunch. INSEAD, for example, has over 90 nationalities in one batch. American schools are more regional in makeup, but extremely strong in industry specific depth, alumni presence, and brand saturation. The decision isn't about your education, it's about your network. Do you want it to be local or influential, or global or borderless? Global exposure isn't just a line item, it's a daily reality in European MBAs. Yes, you will argue in six accents, but you'll also learn that deliverables mean very different things in Italy, Japan, and even German. American MBA programs use intense case based learning, innovation labs, and structured class engagement to simulate real world business decisions. European programs emphasize group dynamics, multicultural teamwork, and field based learning in emerging markets. Where the US system sharpens your strategic edge, the European models broaden your global lens. Both build leaders, but each teaches you to lead in a different manner. In the US, professors cold call you mid sip of coffee. In Europe, they ask you for your opinion over an espresso. Either way, stay alert. Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, Columbia, these names carry decades of prestige and influence, especially in the North America. But schools like NCEARD, LBS, and HEC Paris are now among the top ranked globally and increasingly favored by multinational employers. Brand equity isn't just about the rank, it's about what brand can open you regionally, globally, and even digitally. Make the brand work for your goals, not the other way around, guys. The US internship model is a launchpad into consulting, finance, and tech, especially with the structured on campus recruitment. European programs offer direct placements post graduation into roles across London, Dubai, Singapore, and beyond, often skipping internships due to shorter programs timelines. Ask yourself, where do you want to work and how soon? Are you looking for a structured pathway or global mobility? This decision shapes not just your first job, but your first 5 years. In the US, you get 2 summers to network and reflect. In Europe, you graduate before your American peers even pick an internship. The US offers a 3 year STEM OPT option, giving international students time to settle and grow professionally. Europe offers transparent and country specific post study work options, like France 2 year visa, German's 18-month allowance, plus the EU blue card for cross border work. Immigration matters, stability matters. Choose a region where your post MBA life can thrive. Access is power, and in both regions, provided in different manner. In the US, your career plan starts with the H1B lottery, and in Europe, it starts with finding a flat that doesn't have a 6 months waiting list. Harvard gives you global prestige. Stanford gives you the access to Silicon Valley. Wharton, the finance capital of the world, MIT Sloan, a fusion of tech and entrepreneurship. What unites these programs is their structure, early deadlines, high touch networks, and elite alumni ecosystems. But these are competitive ecosystems. You need a story, a roadmap, and a clear fit. At LeapQuest, we help you craft that narrative strategically and even personally. INSEAD offers an MBA across 3 continents. LBS places you in one of the world's top financial cities. HCC Paris gives you unbeatable ROI with deep corporate access. IESC and SDA Bocconi are shaping ethical, bilingual, and industry connected leaders for a global economy. What define European MBAs is not just where they are, but where they send you, be it London, Berlin, Dubai, Hong Kong, Toronto. They build you for movement. And in a world where careers don't follow straight lines, that mobility is a competitive edge and also an advantage. Don't pick a school just because you like their campus drone video. Harvard's brick buildings won't write your resume for you. There is no perfect MBA, only the perfect MBA for your context, your geography, your age, your career path. And if you're looking to explore and shift slowly, the US offers space. And if you want to move fast and reposition globally, Europe may be a better fit. We encourage candidates to think not in terms of rankings but outcomes, not in terms of format but alignment. This is not about where you can go, it's about where you will become who you were meant to be. These are few of the comparisons between an MBA in the US versus MBA in Europe, and you can just have a look into that. I'll give you another 5 to 10 seconds. And also, guys, Don't think that people who'd like to apply for US programs only do it for career transition. They do it for career progression also. A lot of MBA programs offer a perfect career progression in the US. And the same with Europe. It's not only for career acceleration, people use Europe for even career transition. Okay. Regarding these elements, regarding 1 year versus 2 year MBA, we have already discussed a lot in our previous webinar sessions. I would want you to research and just go through that once. Those videos are there in the same YouTube channel. And we have also discussed about the biggest myths that an MBA aspirant would have in terms of choosing US and Europe, and what exact reasons people go there, and what kind of transitions and even the progressions they can have. Okay, don't get confused. People do it for both, but this is what mainly people prefer. That's it. It all depends on your work experience, what specialization you would like to get yourself into post your MBA, and what kind of placements do those colleges offer. Again, depends on college to college. And at LeapQuest, we architect futures. We help you evaluate fit, geography, post MBA goals, and scholarship options also. We encourage you to apply to both regions strategically, diversify your portfolio, build leverage, and maximize your chances. Trust me, your story is your greatest asset, and we will help you tell it sharply, clearly, and authentically. Because in this journey, getting in is just the beginning, becoming is the goal. We have a list of students who have firstly acquired admissions from Europe with good amount of scholarships, and later on in the month of October and November they decide to work on the applications, and then they would like to apply for programs in the US to see if they're going to get a full ride of scholarships, right? So imagine you apply to a combination of two colleges, right, or two countries, sorry, like be it programs in the US and be it programs in Europe, right? Your entire situation should be in such a way that in December you should be having so many offers in hand, you should be confused which one to pick up. Okay, it has to be a combination of US and Europe if you're little bit open for US programs or open for European programs also. But if in your mind, if you are like very clear, I just want to graduate from the US, please proceed. If you'd like to graduate from Europe, please proceed. But if it's there is a combination, no, definitely you can apply for few programs in the round one and few programs in the round two. Few of the students would like to apply to their dream colleges in round one because the acceptance rate would be slightly lesser for international applicants, and few would like to apply to their reach and safe colleges in round two. We can do a combination of both, and even the other way around also. But have a right strategy, understand the DNA of the colleges, and show the spikes in your applications as per the DNA of the colleges, regardless of which round you're planning to apply. And GMAT is not the only criteria. If there is anything that is common between you and all the 4,000 students applying to any one of these colleges, it's the same 10th, 12th UG work experience and the entrance exams. It's an entry criteria. The deciding criteria is your application story or the application components, or whether you're right fit for the college. And in case if you are their alumni, what kind of value addition would you be adding to their network, right? If you have been able to narrate this in the way the colleges would like to see it, not only would you secure admissions, but as much as free money or the direct scholarships from the colleges. If you need any help with respect to choosing the right specialization, if it's a 1 year versus 2 year MBA, and choosing the right geographical location, whether you should go by the rankings, what are the stay back options, the visa regulations, and post your MBA, what kind of companies would come and hire you, what roles you might play in those companies, and when is the right time for you to apply, whether you should be applying with the kind of score that you have right now, or if you'd like to, retake that exam sometime in the month of October and November and apply to few more colleges, wherein with this current score, as the round one opportunities are slightly better, would you like to explore few more colleges? So all of these questions can be answered. You can always reach out to us, you can interact with us directly, you can visit our website, keep an inquiry in the contact form, and we would get in touch with you, have a proper understanding with respect to what exactly you're looking at, and we would be more than happy to assist you, be it for any of the programs, be it for MBA or masters or specialized masters or MIM, masters in engineering management, or business analytics, or masters in finance, whatever you're looking at. Okay, so have an amazing productive weekend, and if you have any more questions, you can always write to us. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.